Welcome back, everybody.
Or if you guys are new here, my name is Michelle.
And I'm Jose.
And this is our food and travel channel. So currently, we are in Waikiki, Hawaii, or Honolulu, Hawaii. We are on vacation here, and we have been experiencing everything that Hawaii has to offer, and definitely enjoying all of the delicious and amazing food that's available here. So we decided it would be easier for us to group the foods by type or by locations to make it easier for you guys to plan your trip when you come to Hawaii.
Definitely. So that's what we're going to be doing here, and we hope you enjoy. In this video, you're going to be seeing our Honolulu Waikiki food tour part 1.
Yeah, we had to make it 2 parts because there's so much delicious foods just right here in the Waikiki area.
Yeah, so enjoy.
Yep.
So the first place that we decided to eat at on our Honolulu Waikiki food tour is
LILIHA Bakery.
Yes, and I went with a Hawaiian staple, which is the Loco Moco. I love that dish. What did you go with?
I went with their garlic fried rice that comes with your choice of proteins, and obviously we're in Hawaii, my protein's gotta be Spam.
Gotta go with Spam. So we're gonna just start digging on in.
Yep, let's see how these taste.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, guys, here's our first bite.
Let's go. So I can already tell the difference between other Loco Mocos that I've eaten. This is the first one I've ever eaten in Hawaii. The char around the outside and the meat that they use for that patty, it is so flavorful. And that char just kind of brings it up a notch.
And for my garlic fried rice, with the protein of Spam, as soon as you put that bite in your mouth, you definitely can taste that garlic from the garlic fried rice. And it's pretty good. It comes with a scrambled egg. And of course, you know, you just can't go wrong with the Spam. So all in all, I think it's not too bad for our first eats here.
Oh yeah. I mean, that char, once it mixes in with that gravy, the gravy is thick, which I love thick gravy. I don't like when it's watery. It coats the meat so well. And then when it mixes with the rice and the egg, the yolk, oh, it is heaven on a styrofoam plate. It really is, it really is.
Yeah, these kind of like Hawaiian style, like plate lunch looking things, they're very generous, I have to say, with the portions, which is something we're not normally accustomed to. But all in all, I think it's really good.
Oh yeah, I mean, the steak basically fits the entire size of the styrofoam plate. So the portions right on are very, very, very giving. They are.
I feel like for this garlic fried rice and the fact that I got Spam, I think it would have been nice if they gave you the choice of how you wanted your egg cooked. It didn't have a choice, so it was scrambled, because I would definitely love to have like the yolk break over that garlic rice, that garlic fried rice, and then with the Spam. I think it would have been even good. I mean, I'm not saying it's not bad, but the yolk, if you guys know, with eggs, it makes a difference. Oh,
the yolk just kind of elevates everything. 100%. I would not even, I couldn't imagine eating a Loco Moco without a yolk. If it was just a scrambled egg on top, it's just so much better.
And so for both of the plates that we got, LILIHA Bakery, they're really popular. Not obviously just for their baked goods, but they're also popular for their butter rolls. And the butter rolls, they automatically come with this jelly. I heard it's called like a raspberry jelly. And the butter roll, they actually grill it and then serve it with your plate. So it's something I've been looking forward to trying from seeing so many different people eat it. So I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm still stuck on my Loco Moco. I'll give the bread here a try in a little bit, but I'm still stuck on it. It is just so intoxicating. It is so good.
Guys, this butter roll with that jelly, seriously, it's definitely worth a must get. And I think the fact that the butter roll, they grill it, or you can get it directly like from the bakery, but it doesn't have that toasted side. They cut the roll in half and then they toast each half. I feel like if you get it from the bakery where they don't toast it, it would still be good, but I feel like the fact that grilling it makes it better. And then with that raspberry jelly that they have, oh, delicious.
So, a little bit of sweetness, right? Even without the jelly. And so they went ahead and kind of seared. I don't know what the right word for that would be, but they put a nice little crunch, some butter. Ooh, I mean, a roll that you can have with or without, and you're not missing out. It's very, very fluffy. I like it.
I understand why it's popular, because it's delicious.
I would imagine these at Thanksgiving. Oh,
I think anytime. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving.
anytime, yeah. Or if they were to make a breakfast sandwich out of this.
That would be interesting. This jelly is really, really good. I mean, I can't necessarily 100% say it's just raspberry. I feel like it's like a mixture of some kind of fruit, but it's very good. I think we might have to go back and get a jar and take it home.
We got extra luggage we can pack. We can take some extra stuff back to the mainland. It's all good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and polish this off
Yeah.
and see what else we can get into.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Yep, stay tuned. So for dessert, we decided to go with a Liliha Bakery staple, which is the cream puff. I'm gonna do the chocolate, and you're gonna get
Just a basic cream puff.
just the basic cream puff, which the way that it looks, that ain't basic. That looks really good. So let's just go and give it a bite. Let me see if I can get a bunch of cream like this, maybe. Okay.
It's packed. It is packed with cream.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Now, the crazy thing is, we've both watched a bunch of videos on these, right? And I expected it to be chocolate through and through, meaning chocolate on top, chocolate on the inside. So that when I bit it and I got what would it be? Like a custard, a cream?
I think like
Vanilla.
custard cream.
So when I got both flavors combined, that was a really nice surprise. It's so creamy. It's so creamy.
I like the fact that it's not overly sweet. I was thinking it was gonna be sweet, even with the cream filling, but it's actually not. It's just really nice and subtle.
Yeah. The bread is just lightly, I would say, kind of toasted on the outside, kind of hold it together, give it some rigidity. Inside, though, the bread is nice and fluffy. And I would think that having the cream on the inside would make it kind of mushy, but it's not. It's definitely not mushy at all. Oh, this is now I know the reason why this thing is
Heavy?
Yeah, heavy, but also like renowned, you know? It's so good.
Yeah, it was really heavy. It threw me off when we picked it up to actually start eating it, because it was a pretty hefty piece.
But just so, I would even use the word decadent.
Very creamy. Now we understand.
What all the hype was, right?
Yeah.
It lives up to the hype, does it not?
Yeah, why people recommended, hey, you gotta go to Liliha, you gotta get the cream puff.
It definitely lives up to the hype. Oh, wow.
I'm glad we got to try it. He did a Mark Wiens. Did you hear that? Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. It's so good.
So, the other thing that we heard that we should try is this right here.
Yeah.
The mochi. donut. So go ahead and pick yourself off a piece. Look at that.
Yeah. Shout out to Authentically Charles. I saw him eat these and he made them look just unbelievably good. They had to get them right. So.
It's got like a little glaze on it.
Yeah. Now, what is this in the middle?
I don't know.
Would it be ube? Because it's purple.
I don't know. Well, let's give it a try. You feel that texture.
The chew.
Right?
I love the chew.
There's some mochi. Okay, we've never had an opportunity to try mochi. So when we heard about these, we had to give it a try, and I was very, very curious about the chew of the mochi itself. But this is really good.
Oh man, I really, again, I've said this before, I'm a texture person. This gives me such a great texture when you bite and then you have the chew. Oh, I really like these.
And it's really like, even though it still has a chew, you would think it would be like dense, but it's not because it's still really like light. And you know, that mochi, it just, I mean, I don't know exactly what the flavor is, forgive us. But you know, hey, if you know it, let us know down in the comments below. But I think overall, the hint of the sweetness from the glaze too, I think the combination altogether is really good.
I think I know what the flavor is. Flavor is damn good. That's what the flavor is.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this out. And I think overall, LILIHA Bakery, I'm gonna have to go back and get that that jelly.
The cream puff, the jelly, the char and that loco moco. Yeah, A+ on everything that I had.
This mochi donut, we have to, I'm sad we only got one.
We only got one.
Because we didn't know, like we didn't want to get too much stuff with the plate lunches and everything, but we're gonna have to go back.
Yeah.
All right. Stay tuned and see what else we decide to eat here in the Honolulu, Waikiki area.
Yep, stay tuned.
All right, guys.
Well, we have arrived at another spot of our Honolulu Waikiki food tour. And what is this spot?
So we are at the legendary Duke's Waikiki restaurant.
Yes. And we've heard a ton about this place. And we decided to do DD, right? We did Duke's for dinner. I don't know. So we ordered a couple of different things. One thing that already came was this. Now, you know, it's Hawaii. It's a little hot outside, so a nice refreshing drink I think would work really well, right?
Yeah, they call this the endless summer.
Yes. I'm hoping maybe it'll be an endless Hawaii trip. I don't know. Take this?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
That is good.
That is so good, but so dangerous.
Because I don't think I can taste the alcohol.
No, and those are the ones that'll sneak up on you, and then by the time you notice, you're a little overboard. Yeah, that's so good, especially because it's hot out here. It's a nice, cool, refreshing drink, so.
And I think we're okay, even though it might be a little dangerous because it was only like a 10-minute walk from our hotel.
Yeah, we're really close by, so no problem.
Yeah, and we ordered some appetizers. I got some calamari.
Yes.
So I said, give it a try.
Yeah, so this was also recommended by the waiter here. They said, man, if you want an appetizer, definitely go with this. So we went with the recommendation. Why not?
Can't go wrong with the recommendation.
No, never.
So yeah, we're just gonna dive right into this and
You can hear that crunch already.
see what it's all about.
So we had to order the remainder of our dinner. I really enjoy that, but it was a little different than what I expected because normally the calamari is
I don't want to use the word tender, but softer. This one is more of a thicker, more of a chewier calamari. So I didn't expect that, but it's good though. I like the sauces that it also came with.
I appreciate the fact that this calamari, although it's battered, the batter is very thin.
Yeah.
It's not overly battered. And I do agree with Jose about it having a little bit more of a chew. But you know what? Overall, I still think it's pretty delicious.
Oh yeah.
Along with the sauce.
Yeah, I'd reorder it. I'd reorder it because it is different. It's not your basic calamari.
So we completely forgot to show you guys what this calamari looked like when it first came to the table. But this is the aftermath after we pretty much just about destroyed it.
Okay, so the main dishes have arrived. What I decided to go with was the coconut ginger braised seafood, which comes with the lobster, shrimp, and I don't remember what the name of the fish was, but it's fish. And it also comes with a scoop of rice as well on the side.
So I ordered their famous prime rib. And I also added some coconut shrimp on the side. And it comes with mashed potatoes and Chinese broccoli.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and dig in and we'll tell you about it. Now, yeah, describe it.
I'm actually gonna try it without dipping it in any of the sauces they provide. They provided like your standard au jus, like a horseradish, and then I think he said some type of like chili water aioli.
Yes, yes.
So we'll see.
You're probably not gonna want to try that. So mine comes drenched in sauce. It has kind of a, I wouldn't say it's thick. It's a little bit of a thinner sauce. He said he compared it to kind of like a curry, but not hot.
So my prime rib is nice and tender. I cut a piece of the edge, and I can immediately taste on the edge of the skin, the outer edge of the prime rib, a lot of flavor. It's still juicy. Sorry. It's still juicy. I did order it medium rare, so far not too bad for the first bite.
Yeah. So with this curry sauce, because sometimes curry can be hot, there is no heat on this one. It's very creamy. It's not like a punch of flavor. It's very subtle, but because of the fish, it just complements everything really well. That piece of fish, I wish I knew what it was, but it was very tender. It just kind of fell apart in your mouth. So yeah.
We do know it's some kind of local fish for sure, but can't remember what he said the name of the fish was.
Yeah.
And I just tried my prime rib with the au jus. Pretty flavorful still.
So we're gonna try the shrimp out. You can totally tell that it's fresh. Oh yeah, cooked perfectly, not rubbery, and it has that, just like that sea taste to it, so it's fresh. It's very tasty.
Some of the sides. Broccoli and mashed potatoes.
I've been eyeing those that mashed potatoes and the broccoli.
How's everything tasting on the menu?
Good, thank you. Very good, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I've been eyeing those mashed potatoes. So, we got a little piece of lobster. I wish, obviously, that it was bigger, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape it out of here.
So the mashed potatoes, nice and creamy. Has a little bit of a buttery flavor to it. It doesn't come with any gravy or anything like that. And then the broccoli is just steamed broccoli. Still has a good crunch to it. Overall, I think the flavors go well together.
So let's try this lobster. Same thing with the shrimp. You can tell it's fresh. Buttery, smooth. Oh, this is a really good lobster. It's a 2-biter, so I guess this is going to be the end of the lobster for me.
So I, again, added some coconut shrimp to my plate. I'm gonna give it a try. You can still hear the crunch from that batter. I'm gonna try it without anything. Not bad. I like that the batter is nice and thin, not too thick. And Jose thinks that I'm not gonna try this chili water aioli, but what the heck, we're in Hawaii. I'm just gonna dab it just a little bit because it's supposed to complement the shrimp.
Okay, you go, girl. So, nice little chunk of mushroom that's floating around inside. There's several chunks of mushroom in here. So, a little bit of rice. I'm gonna check it out and see if it's a tender. What's the texture on it? Yeah, not overly cooked. A little bit of chew to it. Good flavor. Yeah, spot on.
Okay, so this chili aioli sauce, it's not thick. It is a bit runny, but I will tell you, it adds more flavor to this coconut shrimp, and it's not spicy at all, which I'm surprised. So I think I'm gonna continue to eat it.
Awesome. So, on Jose's heat scale, what are we talking about? A 0?
I feel like it's a 0 from that first bite, but I don't know. You know, that could change, so we'll see.
True. Yeah, if it's not spicy, since you're not quite a spicy food eater, then probably a 0 for me out there.
Okay, that second bite that I did, I actually dipped it in instead of just lightly coating it. I did feel a little bit of a heat, but not enough heat that it would stop me from actually eating.
Okay.
So overall, pretty good. I liked it.
Okay, so I enjoyed it. It's not something that I would normally order, but I thought to myself, we're in Hawaii, why not? And I really liked it. I would definitely order it again. I think so. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I usually don't order prime rib, and being in Hawaii, I thought I would normally order like seafood, but they did say that the prime rib is one of their popular dishes here, so I figured I'd give it a try, and you know, I enjoyed it. So I think we're gonna go ahead and polish the rest of this food off.
Yeah, get it done, and then stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Okay, so we can't finish a meal at Duke's without ordering their famous hula pie. So we definitely are going to partake in this, and I am actually going to give Jose first dibs.
Holy moly. If I was tired, I'm not now. That is a sugary infusion. So it's an ice cream pie. Vanilla, I'm guessing, right?
It is what they said. It's a chocolate cookie crust, macadamia and nut ice cream, hot fudge, toasted mac nuts, and whipped cream.
Yeah, so here in Hawaii, macadamia nuts are like huge. We use them in a lot of different recipes. So that doesn't surprise me with the ice cream choices. I mean, whoa. Yeah. It is, it's decadent and very rich.
That macadamia and ice cream is delicious.
Yeah.
And it pairs
good.
well with that chocolate base. Oh my God. I feel like it's a good sweet, but it's not overpoweringly too sweet. Even though you would think with ice cream and the hot fudge and the whipped cream, right?
I would definitely say though, do not order this if you're by yourself. It's a big chunk.
Unless you're a super dessert fan and you can handle it, because it's a pretty big piece.
It's a pretty big piece. So I would say shareable for sure, but that is, wow. Yeah, it's really good.
It's delicious, guys. So we're actually gonna go ahead and polish the rest of this off before this ice cream melts and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be on to someplace else here on our Honolulu Waikiki food tour.
So stick around and get ready for what's coming next.
Yep.
The next stop on our Honolulu food tour we decided to go to.
Tanioka's Seafood and Catering.
And what did we end up getting from Tanioka's?
So we got just a handful of things that we wanted to try. We got this super shrimp stick. It's like tempura shrimp,
Thing is
but
huge.
like massive portion of it. So we got this. We also got their mochiko chicken and their fried chicken. And then we also got, if I'm mispronouncing it, please comment down below and let us know. But it's a glazed andagi. I think I'm saying that correct. But it's like a Chinese style like donut.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me do that. Okay, so I looked it up just to make sure. So we did get the glazed andagi, and it's fried dough balls.
Yeah.
And it started in South China and then made its way over to Japan and got really popular in like Okinawa.
Yeah.
So
So that's correct.
we're going to go ahead and partake in all of this, but first we're gonna try this super duper big shrimp tempura.
All right.
Ready? The crunch in that. My God.
It's super crunchy.
So, I was thinking it was gonna be like a shrimp tempura, which is basically taking the shrimp, stretching it out, and then frying it in like tempura batter.
Yep.
But this is like, I don't know, like mashed up shrimp. Like kind of formed into like this little kind of stick and then fried with like the tempura. There's no tail, which is nice. Some people like to eat the tail. I personally don't like to eat the tail. But it is just packed with shrimp. That's probably why they call it a super shrimp stick.
Yeah, because I mean, that would be a colossal shrimp to be the size of this thing, so it makes total sense. I like it. I mean, good flavoring. You can tell that the shrimp is fresh. The crunch on the outside is good. Yeah, I'm wondering, did they have any sauce with this? Because I feel like it needs a little more seasoning.
They did offer it with a sauce. I didn't get the sauce because when I asked what the sauce was, they didn't exactly know like all the ingredients in it.
So yeah, just in case.
Just in case. So I was like, no, I'll just try it without. I mean, try it basic the way that it comes and see how it is. But it's pretty flavorful and the shrimp is sweet.
Yeah, oh, it's sweet. I would say you could probably just dip this in shoyu. Just a little bit of shoyu. That'd be it. But yeah, good. So the second thing that we decided to get was
Fried chicken, which is Jose's favorite.
I love fried chicken. I can eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I'm excited. So let's get into it.
Yep, that's yours right there.
Oh, ooh. Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Ooh, I like the flavor.
This is really good. I like the crunch. The seasoning.
I would say the seasoning is close to, if you've ever been to Jollibee, not quite that level, but I'd say it's kind of close. Let me try the skin out by itself.
That crispy skin.
No, it's super crispy. Oh, and that's where all the flavoring is. It's in that skin.
And the skin. It's a very tender piece of chicken.
Oh yeah.
The nice thing I heard about the chicken here at Tanioka's, it's all boneless. So for those of you guys who don't want to deal with the bone, try the chicken here at Tanioka's.
I love that, yeah.
For those of you guys who love the bone with your chicken, I'm so sorry, but still try Tanioka's chicken.
Yeah, yeah. So one small little gripe, and I'm not saying that this is bad chicken. I love chicken. I consider myself to be a chicken connoisseur. I really am. I feel like they may not necessarily soak the meat to marinate, because you can clearly tell that all of the seasoning is in the outside
skin.
It's just in the outside.
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So if you get a bite with obviously the skin, you're perfect. But if you don't get a bite with the skin and it's just the chicken, it's not as flavorful. Still flavorful, still chicken, right? But it's not as flavorful.
It doesn't have the same impact.
Yeah, that it does with
on the inside as the outside does.
I'm having to bite a little to the side because I don't want to get crumbs all over the place.
The next one that we're gonna try is called their Mochiko chicken, which we heard is pretty good here at Tanioka's.
Yep.
And the thing about the Mochiko chicken, it is seasoned just like a regular fried chicken, I guess would be, but they also fry it in Mochiko flour.
Okay.
Which is probably what makes it the Mochiko chicken.
Yeah, there's a clear difference. This one's a lot redder. That's when I asked Michelle, said, is this spicy? Because it's red on the outside,
So here's a side-by-side difference.
Total color difference for sure.
So we're gonna go ahead and give this Mochiko chicken a try.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready. Okay.
I like the Mochiko chicken. It's definitely
Oh yeah.
more flavorful. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. The fried chicken is good. It's a good fried chicken.
Yeah.
But if you want, I feel like, let me take another bite.
Yeah.
If you want flavor throughout, without having to worry about getting the skin or what have you not, Mochiki. Is it? Now I've gone blunt.
Mochiko
chicken. Has it?
Yeah. So you have the savoriness coming from the meat and the chicken. The outside has a little bit of a glaze. It feels, it's a little sweet, but super subtle. And it is on every single bite. There's not one bite that I'm taking that I don't get that same seasoning throughout, which is super important when it comes to chicken. You want the same taste throughout, and this definitely has it.
We've never had it before.
Yum.
But I will tell you, total fans.
Oh yeah. I am really enjoying this.
We're gonna have to figure out how we can make this back home in the mainland.
Yes.
All right, guys. To wrap up this food at Tanioka's, we decided to try their glazed andagi. And this andagi is basically like it's fried dough. It's almost like a donut. They did have a plain one, but I figured, kind of wrap things up and everything. Sweetness would be good, so I got it with glaze. And it looks like this on the inside, and like this on the outside. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. See what we think. Let's do it. It's got that nice crunch.
Nice crunch. A lot denser than I thought it was gonna be. Ooh, but the sugar on the outside.
It's got a little chew to it.
I would say if you're trying to compare this, it's like, because of the shape, more than likely, that's what I'm getting it from, but it's a very dense donut hole. You know?
It kind of reminds me a little like a cake donut too.
Yeah.
Right? Like the consistency
Yes.
of like a cake donut. But I definitely like the crunchiness on the outside, and then the softness on the inside.
Yes. I like this. This is very good. Although it was denser than I thought it was gonna be, it's still very pleasantly fluffy.
I will say, the fact that it was dense, it is very heavy. And we got 2 of them. And so when she passed it on to me at the counter, I was a little bit surprised at how heavy it was. I was like, oh wow. So yeah, definitely dense, but really similar to a cake donut for sure, from my perspective. But shape-wise, obviously,
Just a really
you could
big
think
donut
of like
hole.
a big donut hole.
A really big donut hole.
So overall, I think I enjoyed everything at Tanioka's.
Yeah. Same.
It was a quick drive here from the hotel, probably like 25 minutes or so.
Not too far.
They're doing a really good job, again, like, you know, practicing the social distancing and limiting how many people are there.
Yeah.
And again, you know, just a friendly reminder, you want to come out here, definitely try to come out early because the line is, you know, pretty long, but they move pretty fast. They're very efficient, I have to say.
Well-oiled machine.
Yeah, very well-oiled machine. They've got a section where you get, if you want poke, you order your poke, and then the other section where you want to order all the other like fried stuff and like the musubis and everything. It's like different sections. Somebody else will help you there, and then they move you all along down the end, and you pay at the cashiers.
Yeah.
Yep. And we also, just, you know, like the tourists that we are, we also had to get
We gotta get it back.
an insulated bag, guys.
Gotta get it back.
Look at this.
We plan to come back to Hawaii frequently.
Yes.
So you gotta have your own bag.
This is so cute. And look, guys, it's completely insulated.
Yeah, and it's insulated.
And
Keep your food
it's
hot.
got a zipper to
Yep.
keep your stuff cool. So when you buy stuff like Tanioka's, you can go ahead, pack it in here, and take it to the beach. And all your stuff is nicely packed and insulated.
Yeah, so
And
that
it's
was really cool.
large size, $6.50.
Yeah, I really did
Can't beat that.
So we're just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this food off. I really want to finish the rest of this donut off, or undoggy. And yeah, so then we'll go ahead and just get that done.
Yeah, so stay tuned and see where we end up next.
So we did a little bit of an oopsie and we forgot to record an ending to our Honolulu food tour part 1. We were just in a little bit of a food coma. So out of the 3 places that we went to, we did go to where?
We went to LILIHA Bakery, and then we went to Duke's Waikiki, and then we went to Tanioka's Seafood and Catering.
Yes. And all of those places have very popular food items, and you could tell why, because of their quality and just how good they were. So first off, let's talk about LILIHA. I really enjoyed the loco moco there. The char that's on the outside, the thickness of the gravy, it was top notch.
I wouldn't know what it was like because somebody didn't share.
What did you like from LILIHA?
I think my absolute favorite at LILIHA, and it's part of their name, is all of the baked goods that they had.
And there were so
The
many.
cream puff, cocoa puffs, any puff, but one of my absolute probably top notch was the poi mochi donut. We actually went back several times just to get that.
Just to get those donuts. And here's the crazy thing. You could probably literally eat at LILIHA for an entire week and still not get everything that's on the menu or the bakery.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, so that was an amazing place to go. Now, the next place we went to was Duke's, and what did you appreciate from Duke's?
So overall at Duke's, I ended up getting the prime rib, and I will say it was okay.
Yeah.
It was nothing like extra, extraordinary. But I will say that the hula pie for dessert was amazing.
Yes, I would go just to get the dessert, and obviously you have that beach front view, so that's really, really cool. Now, the other thing was the
Endless summer drink.
The endless summer drink.
Which had alcohol that you could not taste.
That you could not taste that at all. Not even a little bit of alcohol. So that's a really cool place to just chill, have a refreshing drink by the beach with the heat. Perfect.
My only regret,
What?
we didn't get any more. We only had 2.
Yeah, we should have got some more. We had a 10-minute walk, so it would have been easy. Now, the other thing was that we went to Tanioka's. What did you think about Tanioka's?
I love Tanioka's. I mean, it is a bit of a wait but the wait is totally worth it.
Yes, it's a little bit of a wait and also a little bit of a drive. So obviously you're gonna have to have some form of transportation to get to Tanioka's, but the mochiko chicken was off the chain.
It's a flavor that we've never ever experienced before. A definite must get. The fried chicken's not bad, but absolutely our favorite was the mochiko chicken.
Yeah, that is where it is at. And then obviously we tried the super shrimp or the jumbo shrimp.
The jumbo, the tempura shrimp, whatever it was. My only regret for that is that we did not get the sauce to try it out, but I mean, me personally, honestly, it was delicious by itself.
Yes, it was amazing. And then obviously we had the undagi, am I saying that correct?
Yeah, the Chinese, Japanese donut, I'm not sure.
Yeah, a massive dense donut hole is what we kind of came down to thinking what it was. And it was very sweet, but also still fluffy inside with a crust on the outside. So it was really, really good.
It was like a cake donut.
Perfect, the cake donut. I think that's even how you described it in the video, so that's perfect. So yes, all three of the spots, I would 110% go if you have either the transportation to get there or the time frame to go to these restaurants, because there are things there that you have to try out if you're going to Hawaii. I think you can agree with that, right?
For sure. I mean, you just can't miss some of this goodness that these three places have to offer. Liliha, they have several locations. Pick the one that's closest and easy access for you guys. Duke's is primarily in the heart of Waikiki. And again, like Jose said, the view is amazing because it's right off the beach.
Right off the beach.
And then Tanioka's is about, I would say like 20 minutes out from Waikiki. But again, long line, but definitely worth the wait. You will not be sorry by going to any one of those three places for sure.
Yeah, and if you've seen videos on these places, the hype is real. It's not just like people talking up the food. It really is great tasting, wonderful flavors, and 100% places that you need to try. So that being said, if you're enjoying the content, please do us a favor and go down there and hit that big old red subscribe button. And also while you're down there, hit the notification bell. It lets you know whenever we drop new content here on YouTube, and there's a ton coming out about Hawaii.
Yep, and guys, while you're down there already, definitely go ahead and hit the like button. And then comment down below, have you ever had an opportunity to visit these three places that we mentioned? Or what is it that you're looking forward to when you guys go to Hawaii?
Yep, so
Till the next time.
later,
Bye, guys.
buddy.